My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. So, I made a video yesterday, last night, whatever. And that's because I was watching all these racist videos in America about racism and how skin tones because it really do, really only affect people of color, more so than white people. No offense to white people if you're watching. This is not a video that's meant to offend anyone. This is a video to acknowledge the truth. So this is totally about skin tone and people of color. So if you're white, sit back and watch. You might learn something. If you're of color, sit back and watch. You may learn something. Alright, so as I was saying last night in my other video, I think it's like maybe 5 minutes long, so now I can go into more depth because I'm home from school and I want to get this done before I go to work. Alright, so as you know, and this specifically is for black people, I want to say, because I don't fact check this shit, I probably should. I don't know if it can be fact checked, which is why I don't fact check it. But as for black people, I can say for sure that we have at least 5 to 7 color tones. Alright? Off-white being the lightest, which is what my mom looks like. The darkest being dark. Alright, so yeah, I'm not one to insult people on any level. And I got proof of that with a guy who was in one of my films named Mr. Courtney Monroe. Shout out to Courtney. Now, Courtney, honestly, truly the guy, good guy. All around good guy. Dark guy. He doesn't have a problem with insulting himself. So when we were filming, and I brought this up because Courtney and Josh had this fight scene, and it's on here somewhere. And it hurt my feelings, and it clearly didn't affect neither one of them. They're both darker than me, so it really didn't affect them, but it hurt my feelings because growing up off light, as I like to say, because of my two-tone, it wasn't like this back in high school or in grade school. I was completely yellow, but because as I got older and my inability to like long sleeve shirts because I feel like I'm constricted, it hurt my feelings when Courtney threw the front kick and Josh caught the foot and he goes, "I got you now, you black bitch." And I let it keep going because I was in so much shock. And I don't try to make anti-black films. I don't try to make any anti-anybody films, which is why I have a problem getting people to work for me, is because I can only seem to get black people to work for me. I know it sounds really fucking reverse racist, but it's the truth. My first movie I did was Fallen Dragons. I had a lot of Asians working for me. The Bowie sisters and a whole bunch of dudes. And hopefully they've all gone on to have great careers because clearly I don't have one. Anyway, so moving back to my last thing, which was my webisodes, the good shit stolen and sitting in somebody's dresser somewhere in Alabama because of my technical guy who got cattle pronged, and instead of falling on the machine, he just fell. And they took it. Shout out to Bruce Johnson, by the way, my technical guy. Anyway, so during the scene, like as soon as the motion was done, I yelled, "Cut." It's like, "What's the problem?" I said, "We can't have that." He's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, we can't have you going around calling this dude black bitch." "Why, because it's a bitch?" I said, "No, because he's black and he's literally dark, and that was like not fucking cool." Now I'm going to tell y'all how much of a man Courtney is. Because Courtney, I love him because what he did fucked me up. Because I've never been raised to judge people by the color of their skin, but more by the character. But let's be truthful, we should not judge people at all, but that's what we do. And I'm guilty of it. And Courtney stunned me. He's like, "No, you need to keep that in the film. In fact, let's shoot it again and let's do it more dramatically." So we shot it again and we kept the one that was more dramatically in there. But I mixed them together. But it fucked me up because he wasn't like hurt by it. It didn't hurt his feelings or anything like that. And it stunned me because it hurt my feelings, but it didn't hurt him at all. And I'm just like, okay, well, either he's exceptionally used to it or he just doesn't give a damn. I think you might be more of that borderline of being used to it and not giving a damn. And the only reason I put this up, thank you, Courtney, was because of the racial videos I've been watching about how black men feel ostracized because of their dark skin tone. And the same thing with black women because of their dark skin tone. Well, a person like me who is multicultural, who people aren't really sure what the fuck I am, it tends to travel. So basically, as I was saying, you have at least 5 to 7 skin tones. And it's not like I have Crayola markers where I can show you the differences. All right, and if you're of color, you already know the differences because you have dark, darker, darkest, and then you go back 4 or 5 more scales until you get light, light, closest to white, which would be like my mom. Now, being that my family is mixed, and had a little debate with my 6-year-old niece yesterday, because it's like, well, I was telling her, well, no matter what, if I mix my birth certificate, it still says I'm black. And he's like, but you're mixed. That's like, and so are you, but your birth certificate, like mine, is going to say black. And she's like, why is that? Because back in the 70s when I was born, multicultural, that was not an option, you know. And though my mom could pass for a white person, and I have lost her in the crowd in Scottsville, shout out to Scottsville and the farmers market because she blended right in, which is why her nickname is Premium Blend. You know, all jokes aside, when I watch these racist videos about how black people in skin tone, and I thought it was done there. Yeah, I thought it was really done with black people in skin tone. Then I found another one, which was about like Asians in skin tone. I was like, what? Asians in skin tone? Because they were talking about how Koreans were like pasty pale. It's like, okay, well, your environment kind of magnifies or demagnifies your skin tone. It's like, I've never been to Korea, so I don't really know what Korean skin tones are unless you watch it on TV. Which, since AZN doesn't exist anymore, it's hard to watch them on TV. But Chinese are fairly light also. And then it's like, well, that depends on what region of China you're in. And Mongolians are kind of dark and kind of not. Samoans are like my color and some are not. And your environment and your genetics pretty much make up your skin tone. So when I found out that this is not just a black problem, that this is also an Asian problem, I'm sitting there like, wow. What other cultures, like, because Italians are kind of tan and Jewish people are kind of tan, and I was like, so I guess it affects them too. I don't really know. I don't want to sit here and tell you guys a lie because I don't honestly have enough friends outside of Asians or blacks that can really reply or acknowledge this skin tone issue. And I'm not going to go with my video camera and run around and be like, hey, look, can we talk about skin tone? Because, people are going to get offended. Now, not everybody is as graceful as Courtney about it. I know damn well I'll make a second video.